Experience Pros Radio Show. Got an opinion or want to ask us a question? Email radio@experiencepros.com or message us on the Experience Pros Facebook page, and we'll interact with you live on the show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show, home of positive business talk. Are you in control? Or like me, are you a little bit out of control?
Are you out of control? We're talking about your health and wellness. Our expert guest today is Mary Jo, and I hope I'm saying this right, Recazal. She's a retired high school Spanish teacher, and over the years, her weight gradually crept up on her until she had reached her personal worst on the scale, according to her personal worst. And she found a program that not only worked, she lost 40 pounds, but more to the point, she learned to keep that weight off, and she's kept it off now for almost 2 years. She loved it so much. She learned so much. She decided to pay it forward and become a certified health coach so she could help others make lifetime transformations as well. Mary Jo, welcome to Experience Pros.
Well, thank you very much. It's an honor to be on your program today. How are you?
We are doing very well, Mary Jo. Thank you very much. The honor is all ours. Let's start at the beginning here. You talk right up front about how most people think that their biggest issues when it comes to weight control and loss is in their body, but you say no. Let's start a little further north. It's in the mind, right?
That is absolutely correct. You know, where our healthy lifestyle and our eating habits and our lifestyle habits are all starting in the mind. So, I just love helping people get a hold of that. What is it that's holding them back? What is it that triggers poor eating? Is it stress? Is it celebration? There are so many things that trigger in there. So let's look at the mind. Let's examine the mind, even as we're beginning to practice those mini micro habits of health every day, making positive choices every day. So you're right. It starts in the mind.
You know, it's interesting because, that's not usually where most people start. They start, on the plate, in the refrigerator, what goes in the belly. And so if once we figure out if it's stress related or if it's, I'm just, when I'm celebrating, once we figure it out, then I'm guessing we can start to get a little bit control over it. I know for me, Mary Jo, it's the kitchen at work because I don't pack all that stuff, but then they bring in cupcakes and donuts and all Angel's Never foods. And I find, and look at Eric's even got one of the cupcakes with him now.
Don't tell her.
I find it's like I can go in the kitchen once. I know I can go in the kitchen twice, but I know if I go in there that third time, I have zero willpower left. Can you help me?
Absolutely. It starts with the first step is, first of all, making a decision that something needs to change. For me, it was every 10 years, I had put on another 10 pounds and plateaued there. So it gradually crept up. But when I looked at the scale and realized I had reached my personal worst on the scale, I had to make a decision that something needed to be done. And so I found this optimal health lifestyle, basically eating 6 times a day and drinking lots of water. And that was great to lose the weight. But what was most important or more important for me was having that optimal health coach, my personal health coach, who helped me, even as I started eating healthy, starting losing weight, then figuring out what those triggers are. Oh my goodness, there's that bowl of candy sitting right on the counter for those trick-or-treaters coming tonight, and it happens to be my favorite candy bar. So what do I do about that? So strategizing ahead of time. First, maybe it's simply buying candy that you don't like that you're going to hand out, or handing out healthier snacks rather than candy. But that was the health coach that helped me strategize those kinds of situations. When they bring in those celebration birthdays, somebody in the office is having a birthday. So how am I going to handle that? How am I going to handle the board meeting when someone puts a big plate of cookies in the middle of the board table and starts passing them around? So that's where my personal health coach really came in to bat for me, to be an encouragement, to help me through those times and help me understand what are those triggers that cause me to eat.
Having that accountability is critical. I agree with you 100%, Mary Jo, which is why I'm going to help you now and suggest you don't want to be that one lady who gives the healthy snacks at Halloween? don't be that
Yeah, I was
lady.
going to ask. Okay, so what do you give out at Halloween, Mary Jo?
Well, we usually
You're that lady, aren't you?
We usually have something, either maybe a sugar-free candy, something like that. But what we like to do is when the children come to the door, they knock on the door and they say, trick or treat. And we say, okay, what's your trick? And they look at us like, what do you mean? And we'll say, well, what can you do for a trick? So maybe it's hop on one foot. Maybe it's jump, make 3 upside down jump, whatever.
You're getting them to exercise.
She's sneaky.
Yeah.
I like
All
it.
those folks out there in Austin, watch out.
I like it. Well, I will tell you, I do give out candy, but I don't give out my favorite. I don't buy my favorite because Angel's got 0 willpower, and I know that. And so that's kind of my trick is, at least if I don't have it in front of me, maybe I'll be less likely to eat it. Okay. So Mary Jo, we talked a little bit about the mindset and, just making sure you've got an accountability coach. I know that a lot of times you can lose the weight because you're so focused on losing the weight, but it's afterwards and you're kind of back into your normal lifestyle. What's a favorite tip that you have for just that long-term lifestyle of keeping the weight off?
Yeah, great question, Angel. And that's where this coaching and this particular program is so helpful, because it's not just reaching goal weight, but then it's going through a very a customized program of transition. So gradually introducing and getting used to what are the foods that I can handle, that my body handles, so that there's a balance. I learn over a period of time, what's the balance between energy in and energy out? In other words, how much energy am I expending through the day, and what calorie level, if you will, is going to accommodate that without being too much. So, but learning the whole weight loss phase, learning what those healthy habits are, so that when I go through transition, again, with my coach, I'm transitioning well so that I reach the point of maintenance. Still continuing to eat 6 times a day, whether it's their foods that I prepare, but learning what those 100-calorie snacks are. And I'm a free health coach. With these programs, I'm free. So you got me for life. I'm going to help you through transition and maintenance and checking up on you along as we go along.
Well, Mary Jo, thank you. Mary Jo, we're going to have to let you go. So tell our listeners what the best way is to get in touch with you.
All right, let's call. I've got my phone number. Can I give that to you?
Please do.
Sure.
512-914-0101. And my website is a little bit long, but it's www.lifetimehealth.ichooseoptimalhealth.com.
There you go.
So
let me give that number again.
Lifetime Health, 512-914-0101.
Mary Jo, thank you. We appreciate you very, very much. We'll be back right after these messages. You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, home of positive business talk.
You're listening to the Experience Pros